Um, Hi. Uh, it's been a while. Been about a year, actually. Sorry about that. A lot's happened. And you've read the title of the video. You kind of know where this is going. But before we get to all that, I kind of want to talk about some of the things that happened. Um, I feel like I don't do this video justice unless I talk about why I started to begin with. Back in the day, when I started this channel, I was really young. I was about middle school age. And I wanted to I wanted to do the same thing that a lot of the creators that I looked up to did. Like Dan TDM, like Stampy Longnose, like Matt Pat. I wanted to do all of those kinds of things. I wanted to be a YouTuber. And so I started this channel and I started making videos with my friends, and I realized that I liked doing that. I liked being able to make things with my friends and have other people see it and just kind of have fun like that. And then I somehow got it in my head that I had to make this into like a business. And like it had to be like this big thing, and that I couldn't just have fun. That it had to be this like bigger thing than it usually was. And that caused me to be incredibly hard on myself. Where if I made like a little mistake, like I didn't upload, or I didn't make enough jokes, or I didn't edit the video properly, I would get incredibly upset with myself. And it would cause me to become burnt out on the channel and not upload as consistently. um, and then I got into high school, and then things just kind of kept happening. And then the pandemic started, and then I had a lot more time to make videos, but I just didn't know what to do. And then college rolled around, and I was like, okay, I can finally get this started. But then college got in the way, and I went completely broke, and I had to steal and do a lot of things in order to just get food to survive, and that was difficult. And it just kept stacking up all of these things, and I didn't have a good way to recover. And then I started the podcast with Moon and Trace and Tristin and Necro. And that's a separate video, because there are some updates to the podcast as well. The podcast is not going anywhere, but there are going to be some updates regarding that. But eventually my mental health collapsed. I hit one of my lowest points. In the middle of college, right before finals as well, which was not good. And I went and I talked to Moon about it. And Moon basically demanded, like, step away, take a break, don't make any content until you feel better. And I did. I stepped back, I took a break. I graduated from college, I did my showcase. I came back to Tennessee, I got a new job. I met a very wonderful person who I am proud to call my partner now. You might see some of them eventually. More on that later. But I basically moved to a different part of the state. I have a new job again. I got a really good paying job that was for a really shitty company. I might talk about that on the podcast a little bit. And I'm at the point now, a year later, where I kind of realize I need a change. I want to still pursue this. I want to still pursue making videos with my friends and being the whole YouTube thing, but I want to come at it with a new mentality. I don't want to do this to garner an audience or to become a brand. I want to do this for me. And for me, at least, I think the way that I have to do that is I have to say goodbye to this channel. Because I feel like this channel and this mentality that I've developed around it was the thing holding me back. I feel like I need to start over fresh. And I've been racking my brain on how to do this for months now. And I realized I think the way to do it is I want to leave this channel up as an archive to where I don't lose everything that I did. I don't want to lose everything I did. I don't want to forget that this channel existed. I don't want to forget all of the good times that we had. And some of the bad ones. I don't want to forget all that. I want to leave this channel up as an archive. And I want to move on to something new. Which kind of brings us to the title of the video. Yeah. The CSP as a channel is no longer going to be active. Clashing Swords Productions is no longer going to be going forward. I'm not going to upload on this channel anymore. Trace, as well, is going to be joining me in this. I'm going to leave the channel up. None of the videos are going to go anywhere. This is just going to basically act as an archive for all of the old videos. But it's time to sign off, as it were. That said, it's not completely over. Because, like I said, I still want to pursue this. I still want to make videos with my friends and have fun and do all of that kind of shit. So I have been working with Trace and Tristin and Moon from the podcast, and we have decided that the four of us are going to start a channel together. It is called Cosmic Forge. I named the channel, and I came up with the idea for it to be the four of us. They all agreed. And the name is basically a combination of Moon's Moonlit Dawn kind of whole spacey aesthetic that he has, and the forge part comes from the swords of Clashing Swords Productions. You need a forge in order to make swords, so, you know. But basically, that's going to be our new channel. The four of us, we're going to each have separate content. There's going to be a better variety, I think, this time going around. We'll be free to make the content that we want to. And I'm going to probably try to do cooking stuff. And I'm going to try to give the what ifs another shot. If anybody remembers the what if videos that I made, I might give those another try. I'm still going to do my music. I'm still going to do my gaming. There's also going to be videos where it's the four of us together. Sometimes there's going to be videos where it's only two of us. Sometimes there's going to be videos where there's not me at all. Which is another thing about the CSP I think that was very limiting, was that after a while, as me and Trace kind of went down very different paths in life, it kind of became just me. And then I got Trace back for the podcast. And then I started preferring making podcast content over actual CSP content, which sucked. It really felt like choosing between two children, and that's what I did not want. So that's the other reason for this change, is that I feel like going at this with a new mentality and going at this with like a different setup this time around, I feel like that freedom is going to give me the means that I need to make content again. And I feel like that's going to be good for me. So, I'm going to put a link in the description of this video to the Cosmic Forge channel. And yeah, you guys can go check that out and subscribe to it. We're going to launch the channel, I'm hoping, around mid-March. And hopefully I will be able to do a little bit better on this one. And be able to make the content that makes me happy as well as makes you guys happy. And I know to some of you who saw the title of the video that this is not the message that you wanted to hear. You kind of wanted me to just kind of fade out altogether. I'm not going to do that. I did for a while, and I did consider just like leaving it like that, just kind of giving up, but I do want to do this. I think it just took me a while to realize what I wanted. I had to find myself a little bit. So, as far as that goes, this is going to be the last video on the CSP. And around March, you will be able to see the first video on Cosmic Forge. I'll also be uploading a video to the Agony of Moon podcast channel, talking about kind of the same things that I did in this video, but also talking about a situation that happened and why you're not going to see one of the members of the podcast anymore. But that will be an entirely different circus, and we'll get to that another day. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed what I made here. And I hope you guys can still enjoy it going forward. But as far as it goes, thank you guys for watching. And I guess for the last time, from the CSP, I'm signing off. Thanks.